hairweftingtape.com, and I'm going to show you my install using hair wefting tape, Seamless Pro Single Side, and Beta Bond Plus adhesive. I made these wefts using human hair cut ponytails. This is my install. Okay, so now I have a mirror behind me and a mirror in front, so I can see what's going on for my install, doing this on my own. Okay, so now I've made a part, and I wanted to show you, this is your occipital bone. That's the bone that sticks out the furthest. I usually take my finger, put it here, and I go one above. I don't usually wear any wefts further up. Some people do. I just go one finger above the occipital bone. I'm gonna have 3 wefts about right here. So first of all, there's my first one. I'm going to take my comb and literally go underneath there for my second line. This is my weft. I've already did the enclosure. I closed it on the top. There's another video for that and shows you how to close your weft, which is kind of very cool. So I also have my single side backing ready to go on. I'm going to do the sandwich method using this single side, and I'll show you that in a second here, but I wanted to show you this weft is ready. I'm gonna peel this now. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and peel this backing off. And I'm going to take the top part of my enclosure off now, which I added the 5/16 just to the top of the weft, just to have it closed. So now it is a closed on top weft, which makes it very, very secure with any water going directly into it. This is a great idea for when you're using bulk hair to cover your weft. Okay, now I'm going to take the single side. This is the sticky part and the non-sticky part. Peel it off. Have it ready. Try to keep your fingers off the inside because that loses the adhesive stick. Okay, now I have the double-sided, and I'm going to, this is my warm colors, I'm going to press it to the inside of my head. See where my part is, and I'm pushing it just slightly. And then once it's on there, I just press slightly, and I take my hair, lift it up. I take a rat tail comb, feeling exactly how much I can see my own hair. Taking a little bit of my own hair, making sure that it's not too much, but I need that hair to sandwich. Pulling it up. Okay, so once you have all your hair up, and you've taken just a few millimeters of your own hair. You don't want to take too much, just a little bit like I'm showing here. Just making sure that you have enough for the sandwich method and not too much, because then it will pull and it will be too thick. So just a few millimeters for your own hair to hold in between the sandwich method. And you want to make sure that that is a really straight part, okay? So once you're up, then we're You don't ever want to put it at the bottom of your weft because it makes it so it gets very stiff. So you try to feel with your finger where your weft ends and be right above it. And that way you'll have a better stick. And pull it all the way over and press. This way, that bottom line has room to move when you fold it back down. And this is how you do the single side to the double side, okay? And press really hard. You do not need a flat iron. That will melt this. You do not need a flat iron. Just use your hands and press really hard. If you want to, you can take a blow dryer, heat it up, and then squeeze it together. Okay, so once that's done, you're going to take it down. So there's a few different ways you can cover your weft once you're done. I like to take my little bit of hair here and pull it down because it gives me extra stick and it's the same color as my hair. Or you can take any color hair that you have that's extra hair and you can run it literally across and it will stay in the tape also. I like to have my hair covering it because it just gives it a little bit more strength of hold. And it also helps me know where I'm going to position my next weft. So that is how I use the single side, doing it at home. And I hope this helps everybody know that you can do it by yourself, although a partner is really nice, or of course we all like to just go to the salon and have it done. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this here. The next row is going to go here and the next one there. So they'll only go up to the occipital bone, which is mine right here. So I have 1, 2, and 3 wefts. And then this time I have some, blonder hair, although it's just some of the hair that I used to make this weft. All right, and this one, I'm going to go ahead and use the extra hair that I have, and I'm just going to apply it at the ends and run it across, all the way across, kind of rolling it around into the tape and the adhesive. And it really does stay in almost the whole install, depending on, how many times you wash a week. I usually wash my hair 2 to 3 times a week, so that's a lot for some. And that is all the back now installed. Okay, so for my sides, I have my lower weft. I already put it in, but what I did was I put my finger right in front of my ear, and I go, so there's a line right here where you can always get your glasses on and off, and that gives me a space, 1 finger space for any glasses to go on and off really quickly. Okay, so here I did the single side backing. I'll show you. Again, this here, I did not put that backing all the way to the bottom because it really makes it for a stiff weft. So you want it to give a little bit of space here, just so it has more to flow. If it goes into the hair, that's okay. It's just holding on to the tape and holding on to your hair. It's not going to hurt anything. Actually, more tape, more hold, more stick. So we're done with that. I'm going to pull that down. It actually lines up to back here. I start it and stop it right before that weft in the back. So I'm going to go ahead, pull the backing off this one. And you always want to go slow. Pull that backing off. On this one, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of hair that I have from an extra weft here. I'm going to go ahead, and I like to take the part that I cut and put it in the back of that, and the stuff in the front, then I can actually feather when I'm cutting. So feeling where I've started and stopped. Again, now I just push into the weft, and a little bit of that will fall out, but most of it covers. And as you can see, it's actually covering it really nice. Okay, so now I'm going to put the next weft right above this one. Okay, so now I'm going to take my last weft and I'm going to place it right where I was saying. My top of my ear starts here, and here's my next weft. So I'm going to take the backing off. Again, I'm going to place it right above that weft. Push it a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to take my single side again and laying it right at the top of the weft here. So there's the little bottom part, there's the top, here's the bottom. So it's not exactly on the bottom of that weft, because when you pull it over, it could stick straight out if you do that. So we press, press, press. If you want, use some heat with your blow dryer, but don't use a flat iron. Again. So now, because I put it at the very, didn't hit the very bottom, now it folds and falls right where it's supposed to. Okay. And I'm just going to add a little bit more, pressing it in where it will stick to it, pull it off, and now it's covering that stick so my hair does not get sticky. All right. So I'm going to do the very same thing to the other side and put those two wefts in. And then I will take a picture of the whole install so you can see. Great. I have very thin, fine hair that never grew past my shoulders, except now with wearing these extensions. With thin, fine hair that hereditarily wouldn't grow, this is a wonderful option for me, but you all have to find what works best for you. I hope this video does help, and it is a at-home install. HairWeftingTape.com. Happy to help.